What's up, Everyday Blades? Man, first knife review in 2 months, but I'm going to make it up to you because I have some killer knives to review. And I mean, seriously awesome knives. These are knives that I purchased for my personal collection, and I'm just a huge fan of these. Starting off today with the new Spyderco Subvert. The Sprint Run edition specifically. 20 CV, carbon fiber, and I have already reviewed the basic model of this, so this won't be a super in-depth review, but it'll just be kind of a gush fest, because when I got this knife before, I loved it. If you go back and watch my first review, I'll see if I can pin it in the comments, not in the comments, but in the description. I loved this knife. My only complaint was the bright hunter orange scales. It just wasn't a fan of that. These guys went above and beyond and put beautiful carbon fiber, 20 CV. I think in Nick Shabazz's review, he even said that would be one thing that would make this knife epic, was to have aftermarket carbon fiber scales. Well, they did one better than that. They made this knife, the 20 CV carbon fiber. This knife is on bearings. The fit and finish on this knife is unbelievable. This is, of course, made in the Taichung factory. In my opinion, Spyderco's best factory by far. It's just a fact. I mean, all the knives that I've had through here, the Taichung knives have been the best. The other little complaint I had about the original Subvert was this little bit of recurve in here. And I still wish it wasn't there, but it honestly doesn't affect it. You don't need special stones to sharpen it. 20 CV, you're not going to be sharpening it much anyway. The only way they could have got really ridiculous this was to throw Magna Cut in it. And for the price, they probably should have thrown Magna Cut in there. Let me see. I believe the price was around $500. It was crazy expensive. But some of these knives that are really, really good, people are going to pay it because it's a really great knife. Let's see, Spyderco Subvert. So the edge on this came razor sharp, and with 20 CV, it's going to stay that way. So retail, oh my gosh, retail is $576. I think you can get them a little bit cheaper at the retailers, but that gives you a pretty good example. This knife, for those of you who don't know, we'll do a little mini review on it. It is a large knife in every sense of the word. I have 2X gloved hands, and my hands don't even fill the knife out. There's a huge butt coming out the bottom of it, but I love it. It's not super heavy. Let's check the weight. 5.9 ounces. For a knife this size, that's nothing to complain about at all. I mean, I love everything about this big fat blade stock. You would think this knife would weigh 9 ounces for as large as it is, but with the carbon fiber, this is all titanium. It's almost like a titanium frame lock with scales put on the outside. It's just a great knife. I love it. Always have since the first day. This is great for scraping. Not that you do a ton of scraping with your knife, but man, when you need it, you need it. So let's look at the measurements on it. So we're like 4 3/16 on the blade, just a hair over 5 inches on the handle scale. So we'll compare it to another big knife here. This is a Benchmade. This is the only knife I have that's really close to it. So if you're familiar with the Crooked River, you'll be familiar with the size of the Subvert. But that's the only thing they have in common, is the size. But I highly recommend, if you're a knife collector and you can swing it, to check this out. A lot of people complain about the pocket clip. I'm a fan of that pocket clip. I like it. It's durable. You can lay it on there, won't scratch it up too bad. Lay it on the face like that, doesn't scratch it up too bad. It's a spoon clip. It slides in and out of the pocket easily. I don't have any complaints about it. Some of the milled Titanium clips are tough to get in and out of my pocket. This I have no issues with. I'm good to go. So, there it is, guys. The new Sprint Run Spyderco Subvert in 20 CV carbon fiber. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.